So, you guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that gumbo is what made me sick. I told you all I called the health department. Um, it says, "Good morning, Erica. This is Justin with the Houston Health Department. I was calling to give you an update on the complaint filed against Mama Tina's Gumbo at the rodeo. In short, the temporary establishment was closed due to inaccuracy between their permit application and the actual food preparation."
Louisiana has some of the best food in America when it comes to culinary cuisine and how foods are made. So it is to my shock to find out that Miss Tina, whose family is from Louisiana, has a gumbo food truck that no one likes.
Oh my God. This tastes like water. That's what it tastes like, the noodle juice. It is bad.
Now, we all knew that y'all were talking about Mama Tina's gumbo not tasting the best. But what we didn't know was that the health department agreed that it wasn't good either. After all the mixed reviews on Tina's gumbo at the Houston Rodeo Drive, Tina Knows the stand finally got shut down for failing all kinds of regulations. But Tina is never going to let it go out like that without putting up a fight. And right now, she's blaming Beyonce of all people for not having her back when all of the criticism was going on. Girl, whether you want to or not, there is no way that you haven't heard about Mama Tina selling gumbo. At this point, she might be the only one selling at Houston Rodeo Drive because of how much buzz is going on around it. So, this mess started when Mama Tina recently started selling her very own gumbo. And there were lines around the corner with everyone wanting to see what it was all about. Part of the reason why everyone was lining up is because Miss Tina is Beyonce's mama, of course. And somehow they believe that eating this gumbo will bring them one step closer to having a Beyonce experience. But another thing is Tina Knowles has been strategically marketing her gumbo for years without ever selling it.
This is good. Good eating.
In the category of really tough gigs, Sunday brunch with Beyonce would definitely not qualify.
Do you like spicy food?
I do. I love spicy food. Yeah.
I tried to make it not as spicy because I wasn't sure.
You thought I might be a wimp?
Beyonce's mom sure tickled my taste buds with her authentic Creole cuisine.
Soul food.
Yeah.
And when I was down south for a down-home chat with the Knowles family, I found out for them, life's not only spicy, it's pretty sweet.
It was so fun. You know, it was a full circle moment for me because my kids grew up eating all this crazy junk food and fried Snickers and turkey legs and I never thought I'd be there with the food booth. And so I've just enjoyed talking to the people, walking around eating all this junk and seeing all the animals, and it just brought home back, you know, so it's fun.
They've been calling it Tina's authentic Louisiana recipe, and she's even gone as far as saying that this is the one thing that she knows how to cook really well. But almost as soon as it launched, problems started bubbling to the surface. At first, Tina praised the effort she put into making the gumbo, saying that it took from 16 to 18 hours for it to simmer to perfection. And maybe Tina shouldn't have said that because folks started poking holes in her story, child.
Okay, Mama Tina, it's good, it's good.
I can't wait to try it.
So I'm so excited for Mama Tina's gumbo.
Every year, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo introduces new foods to tantalize our taste buds. This year, it is the debut of Mama Tina's Gumbo. We are excited to try it, and we hope you will be too. And right now, we have Miss Tina Knowles here to talk to us about this. Hey, Miss Tina.
Hi.
Okay, so tell us, what is in this famous gumbo?
Well, we have two types. One is chicken and sausage, and the other is seafood. That's the deluxe. That's my favorite. Gumbo is so flavorful. It is cooked for 16, 18 hours, just simmered to perfection. We haven't had one person not to say that it was delicious.
That there was something in the gumbo when she told you it would take her 16 to 20 hours to make. What meal besides barbecue takes that long to make? And that's if you're doing like competition barbecue where you're like smoking brisket and you're really trying to get tender meat. No stew or no soup on this planet takes over 16 hours to make. That was her telling you that this shit ain't just your regular gumbo.
The internet was talking about how it doesn't take that long to make gumbo, especially one with seafood in it. And if she were really cooking the gumbo for that long, then the seafood was going to be stringy and lose its texture, and the taste is going to be off. And if food was going to be sitting there for that long, there's no way that it wouldn't go bad before it's served. Some are even talking about how selling gumbo in hot weather was an all-around bad idea because you're just begging for people to fall sick after consuming it. Then, as if Tina thought it was going to help, she also mentioned that she didn't cook the gumbo herself, but added her own tips and tricks into it. What do you mean your gumbo is the best? But you ain't the one cooking it. The next thing that folks were talking about is how everyone was lining up for the witch's brew, and there was no way that it was going to end without problems. And like clockwork, people started having issues. Mama Tina's gumbo was ranked in bad reviews. Everyone who said something positive was mainly doing it for promotion or PR purposes, and it was hard to take anything that they said seriously.
Oh my God. This tastes like water that they added some. You know the seasoning for noodles? That's what it tastes like, the noodle juice. It is bad. Oh Lord, please, I can't. All right, I gotta go.
It stink. It smell like burnt fish stuff. Like burnt fish stuff with gravy.
I like to, but the smell is
I can't even go through with taking a real taste.
On top of that, people were also collapsing with digestive issues, with some suffering from actual food poisoning after consuming the gumbo. Someone even started vomiting blood, y'all. As expected, the Beehive immediately denied allegations. They claimed that it was just haters looking for problems after eating so many things at the rodeo. And it's difficult to claim that it was Tina's gumbo that was the root of the problem. But it was hard to defend the gumbo when the stand was shut down by Houston Health Department after someone reported them for unhealthy food practices. The gumbo was the only thing she had at the rodeo. When she got food poisoning that day, she knew it had to come from the gumbo. And when the health department got there, they found out that Tina's gumbo had violated a number of requirements. They reportedly had a permit to use a commercial kitchen, only to find out that they weren't even making the gumbo in the commercial kitchen they had a permit on. It turns out they were making it somewhere else and transporting it. The food was also being stored inside unapproved containers, and it was hard to verify the cooling methods used for the pre-cooked batches of gumbo. Child, they were just playing with them people's health right now. And the sad part is people were going to the hospital for treatment because they had become violently ill. 5. But rather than taking accountability and handling business, Tina's first point of call was reportedly to blame the person who had informed the health department for trying to shut her down. Then she did something that even the Beehive couldn't defend. Tina began to drag Beyonce into the picture, blaming her fans for the problems and the criticism that her food stand was facing. Now, one of the biggest selling points with Mama Tina's gumbo was that this was the same recipe that Beyonce and Solange had been eating since they were kids. And for a while, that was enough to keep people coming to try it until it wasn't. This was something that she was planning to turn into a restaurant, or maybe even sell off a franchise if it got bigger. But when folks started speaking out about it, she somehow expected Beyonce to step in by getting someone to handle the situation, or letting someone on her team speak up for her. In fact, she wanted Beyonce to do some free promo for it as well. But we all know Beyonce is tired of her family at this point. And if she wanted, she would cut them all off. Beyonce is notorious for not giving interviews or addressing issues. Anytime her name comes out for something, she still gets her point across by having someone else on her team come out and speak up for her. It's usually her mom, but sometimes there's others close to her, like Kelly Rowland or maybe even her makeup artist. Now that Tina is going through her own mess, she has no one to turn to. Even though the food stand is back open, Tina is trying to take control of the narrative by painting it as a routine health review.
The reason why y'all sick is because y'all don't know what the fuck she put in that damn gumbo. And see, if you know anything about Lugo, you know that they last for 101 days. The curse lasts for at least 101 days. That means whatever the fuck going on with y'all stomach right now, you finna feel that shit for the next 2, 3, 4 months. And what's crazy is that y'all ran out there to buy this gumbo just because Tina Knowles' name is behind it.
The damage, though, has already been done, and it stands empty with no customers. And folks really can't stop talking about how crazy it is to be giving a billionaire's mom money for some mediocre tasting food that could possibly get you sick. Mama Tina might need to pack up that gumbo shot because I haven't heard a single positive thing about that potion she's cooking up. I have bad secondhand embarrassment for these people. Excited to see and going out of their way to meet a celeb's mom is insane. Please don't eat that dirt water. She had the audacity to make seafood gumbo and put chicken in it. We don't mix seafood with chicken. By the way, have any of you all tried Mama Tina's gumbo? If you have, share your thoughts in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye baddies.